Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £200 of 10p's we're going to be digging through, hoping we find some lovely alphabet 10p's. Ideally 2019 dated ones. We are very close to finishing the 2019 book. So far we have A, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L and M, N, O, P, R, T, U, V and X. So any of those last six that we've been stuck on for a long time would make for fantastic finds. Now, because the 2019 ones are so low minted and hard to find, we've started another 2018 book. This is my 13th book. My third 2018 book. Not 13th, I've not been that lucky. All we need to complete this book are the letters C and D, the letter J, R, O and W. So again, we're down to what, 2, 4, 6 in this book as well. My goodness, well. Good chance we finish book number 3 of 2018's before we finish book number 1 of 2019's. But let's get into the bag, see what we find today. Okay then, whilst the coin hunt is ongoing, I'm going to be going through some questions recently left on my videos. If you get a random love and like from me but no response, it's probably because I'm taking a screenshot of it and will be using it in one of these Q&A videos. 10p hunts, whatever I'm talking about. If you want to get a question into me, all you need to do is leave a comment on a video and I might just pick that. As well, I'm off to the Royal Mint tomorrow, so I'll be there at 2 o'clock, well, a bit before 2 o'clock, but my tour is at 2 o'clock. I'm on an exhibition tour rather than the factory tour, so I'm quite excited to go down and get the new strike cone on the last day that the first strike cone of this year is available. So if you want to come along and say hi, feel free to. Right, we start with a comment from Uncle Bert Excretes. My goodness, what a name. Says, shocking how that coin sailed through quality control with all that schmuck inside the capsule. That means the coin will need to be handled to clean it out. They recommend not handling the coin, so I'd be tempted to send that back. Yes, so every now and again, things aren't perfect from the Royal Mint. Everyone makes mistakes, but yeah. It's how consistent the mistakes are that is sometimes the frustration. Was it a £5 coin? I think there was just a lot of like schmuck, as you said, inside the capsule. Now that's not the end of the world, because all you need to do is unscrew the capsule and have a little air blower, and that will just blow all the schmuck out. So you wouldn't actually need to touch the coins. You don't need to handle it to fix. Remedy that. I mean, you'd be totally within your rights to return it to the room and say, hang on, this isn't quite right, you need to fix this. So if you don't feel comfortable doing that for yourself, then yeah, I return it. But I was quite happy and able to remedy that myself without much of an issue. So there we go. Right, Kingdom Living Journal says, have they ever produced a Cliff Richard coin? No, not yet, but again, someone I think is high in contention for being an additional member of the Music Legends series. Yes, definitely someone who would be classed as a music legend, despite the fact that I'm not a massive fan of the music. Right, Harry Todd Hunter says, coins with colour just feels wrong to me. I feel a coin always looks best and feels right when it's just the metal of the coin. Adding colour just feels like slapping a sticker over it. With certain coins I would totally agree with you, but there are plenty of instances where a bit of colour, it doesn't look tacky, it looks nice. My general rule of thumb is the coin should, because when the Royal Mint make the coins there's generally one with colour and one without colour. As long as it works both ways, I think that's totally fine. I always talk about the second, or was it the first? I forget now. Not Peter Rabbit, Winnie the Pooh and Friends. It was a nice design with colour, but without colour, it's just a big blobby mess. The same as the 2020 Peter Rabbit 50p. It looked terrible without colour. It looked absolutely fine with colour. So if you need the colour to define the details of your coin, I don't think that's good design. Right, Simon Payne says, I was given a London Underground £2 coin the other day in my change, and I noticed that it is misaligned on the back. The small dots are on the gold and the silver. Is this worth anything? PS, it is not the underground coin with the train on it, but the other underground coin. Underground roundel then, with the London Underground symbol. So the dots on the obverse of the coin, the head side of the coin, that should go around the Queen's portrait. It is very common for those to be misaligned. Some to be in the gold, well, the brassy gold part of the coin, some to be on the inside silvery part of the coin. And in fact, on coins for dots to be misaligned and missing at parts is very common to happen. It's just a byproduct that for circulation, those £2 coins are struck at very high speeds in very large quantities, and those sort of ever so slight production issues will occur. It doesn't add value because it's so prevalent. In fact, in circulation, you'd probably be rarer to find one that's got the perfect beading as intended. Steve Bucks Coins says, now Christopher, here is your question to answer in the 10p hunts. Congrats on the 2020 Snowman find firstly, but does this coin go in your current book? Unlike the salmon, it is a commemorative. Does it go into the back of the book, or do you leave a commemorative coin out? Quite the conundrum for you, Steve. Not a conundrum at all. I don't think I probably said it out loud because it's never been an issue, but my 50p books, I put commemorative coins that you should find in circulation into the book. There are plenty of commemoratives that have been released for collectors and then not put into circulation because you shouldn't be able to find those in circulation. There is no space for those in those books. I of course kept it, it's part of my wider collection now, but no, not in the book. Michael Fallis says, why do you not post values for the Snowman? So that was a good question. The Snowman 50p, as I said, was a coin struck for collectors and not struck for circulation. So at some point, someone has taken that 50p, taken it out of its packaging and spent it, whether that's, I don't know, someone who's decided they don't want to collect coins anymore, but want to cause a bit of mischief and put excitement for collectors like me who's found that, and put some of them out into circulation. Someone who's been gifted it, inherited it, and doesn't realise there's an intrinsic value in that coin over its face value. So the problem is the chances of finding a coin like that are very, very slim. Very unlikely to find one of those. There must be very few of them out in circulation. However, they are not extraordinarily valuable because you can still buy BU packs of those coins in pristine mint condition for not an awful lot of money. So where would the value of a coin which you can buy for, I don't know, 20 to 30 pounds tops, in perfect condition in its packaging, where would the value fall for one that's been in circulation? And I would suggest rather low. It's too tricky of a thing to value, to try and find sales to compare to, because lots of there are plenty of instances of loose Snowman BU 50p's being sold on eBay, but those are ones that have been taken out of their packaging and haven't been put into circulation. So the value on that, where would I put it? £10 or under probably if I'm lucky, but yeah, I don't see who's going to be buying that coin, because you just buy the BU pack. Maybe someone that wants to buy it loose to put in their collection because they don't want to pay for the packaging, so that they'll pay a cheap price for it, but again, it's got to be cheap, right? Right, Corper says, what happens to the books once you've completed them? Do you sell them on? Just asking, as curious to know what happens to them. So I keep them. It's my collection. I build up the books. Invariably what happens is I move them out of the books that I fill them in the videos. Those books are absolutely perfectly fine for keeping your coins in for a few years, up to say 5 years is my rule of thumb. After 5 years it's got PVC in the pages, so it will start affecting the coins, so it's not a permanent storage solution. So I take them out of those books, I put them in coin flips and then into an album page where the coin flips nicely fit in, and that's where they remain forever until I shuffle off my mortal coil and someone else can deal with that. Jamie Wilson says, are there any other countries that change their coins so frequently? Is it just the UK? I mean, in recent history there's only been the one big change of our coinage. That's in 1971 when we decimalised. Compare that to United States, which was a decimal currency, so have never had to decimalize, hence you can find really, really old coins in circulation. Obviously we've had some changes in terms of changing the sizes of our coins. The 50p's, 10p's, 5p's were much bigger and were shrunk down to size. The pennies and the 2p coins were copper coins. They are now copper plated steel. The pound coin obviously had to change because there were so many fakes out there, so there is quite a bit of changing going on in our coinage, but the changes happen when they have to. In terms of whether you mean all the different designs that we get added into circulation, and obviously the Queen Elizabeth II died, replaced by King Charles III as our new monarch, so all new coins. But again, that's not really a change, is it? It's not really changing the coins as much as like decimalisation would. So I think I need to drill down into what you mean by countries that change their coinage frequently. Oh, there we go. C for cricket. 2018 dated. Very, very nice. Right, Hyun Jinky says 1 ruble, then Japan, since when? So yeah, I made a slight mistake on a world coin hunt recently when I edited the video. I think I changed the country to Japan because the coin I had was probably a 1 yen. Or, well, I don't know what the coin is off the top of my head. But yeah, it was a Japanese coin. I just forgot to change the denomination on the annotation. Oops. The world coin videos are the most in-depth ones to edit. They take the longest. There's a lot of information. Yes, sometimes I'll make a mistake on those, but I think a bit of common sense will prevail and you can understand what the coin should be. Right, Andy will finish up on says, do you not upload your UK coins to your Numista account? I noticed it said your newest coin was 2023. I'm a bit lazy with Numista. I think it's been about 2.5 years since I put the new coins which I've been purchasing onto Numista. All of my BU coins, silver coins, all the stuff that's behind me in the background, the strike your owns, things like that. I haven't gone through and updated them to reflect all the stuff I have been buying. It has just been the world coins. Also the 50p's, the £2, the 10p's I've been finding in my coin hunts I haven't been updated as well. So it's just a case of time. I just need to carve out a bit of time to go through and do that. But it would make more sense if I did it every time I bought more coins, every time I found new coins. But yeah. My productivity can only stretch so far, unfortunately. Well, with that being said, let's get back to the coins. Well, there we go. Finds for today. We've got 2 Croatian 2 kunas. So we have 4 kunas, which is pretty interesting. I don't think they're worth 10p a piece, but there we go. I do like my foreign coins as well. 1 Cud Error. You can see that little blob of extra metal there where the die has been worn out and has caused that blob to appear. Again, not hugely valuable, but I do like finding them. I've got a whole range of different ones, but we did rejoin the Alphabet Club. We've got C for Cricket, 2018 dated, and of course it is a new one for the book. So I think this one actually, if memory serves, means that our 2018 book overtakes our 3rd 2018 book, or 13, depending who you listen to. Alphabet 10p book now overtakes the 2019 book for closest to completion, because I think that brings us down to 5 letters to go. D is 1, J is 2, 3, 4, 5 to go. So there we have it. Any day now. Well, not quite any day, but you know what I mean. Right then, if you have also found an Alphabet 10p this week, because there's normally a fair few people in the comments who have, which again reassures others who haven't, and me when in the weeks that I don't find them, that they are still out there and worth looking out for. So let us know what letters you found and where you found them. Links as usual are in the description across to my coin collecting Discord server if you'd like to come over and join me and other coin collectors there. There's also links to my other social media channels, the PO Box address if you'd like to write into me, and of course a link to the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel, the company I work for as my day job. So as I said, please check them out as well. All it leaves me to do now though is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.